Good day everyone. I'm here to give you tutorials on some topics. Please pay attention. You will learn a lot from me today. The sum of three whole consecutive numbers is 60. What is the smallest number? Now, since they are consecutive numbers, let the numbers be let the numbers be n plus 1 and n plus 2. Why? Because they are consecutive numbers, and consecutive numbers are numbers that follow each other. So now, since the numbers are n plus 1 and n plus 2, and they are equals to 60, so this is what we'll do. It would be n plus 1 plus n plus 2 equals to 60. Now, n plus 1 plus n plus 2 is 3n plus 3 equals 60. Now we've gotten ourselves an equation. So our 3n will be equals to 60. 1 plus 3 crosses to the other side, it becomes minus 3. So 3n is equals to 60. 60 minus 3 is 57. So we divide both sides by the coefficient of n, which is 3. 3 cancels 3. 3 in itself is 1. 3 in 5 is 1. Remainder 2. So we put the 2 here. 3 in 27 is 9. So our n is equals to 19. So now, since the numbers are n plus 1 and n plus 2, and we've gotten our n to be 19, so we are now going to have 19 plus 1 and 19 plus 2. So you have 19 plus 1 is 20. 19 plus 2 is 21. Now, they said, remember, we are asked to find the smallest number, and the smallest number in this set of numbers is 19. So 19 is our answer. Now let's continue. Hope you understood what I taught you. Now let's move on. If the weight of a car is 950 kilograms and the weight of a load in the car is 55 kilograms, approximate the total weight in kilogram. Now, this question, the solution to this question is just to add the weight of the car and the weight of the load in the car. Why? Because it's asked us to approximate the total weight in kilograms, and total means addition. So what we'll do now is 950 kilograms plus 55 kilograms. So you put your kilograms. 0 plus 5 is 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. Put 1. 1 plus 9 is 10. So we have 1005 kg. That's 1005 kg. So 1005 kg. So now, since we are asked to approximate the total weight in kg, now 1005 approximately will give us 1000. When you approximate it to the nearest 1000 kg. So this is our answer. I believe we are moving, and I believe that you are understanding my teachings. Don't worry, more are coming. Now let's consider this question. Find the simple interest on 20,000 naira for 3 years at 50 this is 5% per annum. Now, formula for calculating simple interest is principal times rate times time over 100. Now, our principal is 20,000 times our rate is 5% times, and our time is 3 years over 100. So 0 cancels 0, 0 cancels 0. So we are left with 200 times 5 times 3. So our simple interest is going to be equals 200 times 5. 200 times 5 is 1,000. 1,000 times 3 is 3,000. So our simple interest is 3,000. This is our answer. Now let's consider another question. Before we proceed, there is this saying that says that all work and no play makes praise God a dull girl. So now, be patient. Let me have my refreshment. What is wrong with him? Please, can I have my biscuits? Yeah, I'm okay. Now let's continue. Now, let's proceed. Let's consider this question. We have 3 centimeter here, and we have 10 centimeter here. And we are asked to find the area of the figure. Now, to find the area of this figure is very simple. Now, what we can do now, this is a trapezium, and the trapezium consists of a rectangle and a triangle. So, to find the area of the whole shape, what we can do is to first of all find the area of the rectangle and the area of the triangle, then add it up, and it will give us the area of the shape. Now let's continue. The length of the rectangle here is 6 centimeter. Now this 10 centimeter belongs to both this triangle and the rectangle, but the length of just the rectangle is 6 centimeter. I hope you understand. So now, and our breadth is 3 centimeter, and area of rectangle is length times breadth, and our length is 6 centimeter like I said, times our breadth is 3 centimeter. So our area of the rectangle is equal 6 centimeter times 3 centimeter is 18 centimeter square. Now we've gotten the area of the rectangle. Now let's get the area of the triangle. Now, since since the breadth, is 3 centimeter here, that means that this place is also 3 centimeter. So you have 3 centimeter. Then to get the length of this triangle, just this triangle, what we have to do is to subtract the total length of both the triangle and the rectangle from the length of just the rectangle. So, and when we do that, we have 10 centimeter minus 6 centimeter is equals to 4 centimeter. So that means this place is 4 centimeter. Now, formula for finding area of a triangle is half base times height. So we have 1 over 2 times our base is 4 centimeter. 4 centimeter times our height is 3 centimeter. 3 centimeter. So now 2 in itself is 1. 2 in 4 centimeter is 2 centimeter. So we are now left with area of the triangle is equals to 2 centimeter times 3 centimeter. Now 2 centimeter times 3 centimeter is 6 centimeter square. Now we've gotten the area of both the rectangle and the triangle. Now let's get the area of the whole shape. Area of the rectangle is 18 centimeter. 18 centimeter square plus area of the triangle is 6 centimeter square. So area of the whole shape will now be 24 centimeter square. That is 18 centimeter plus 6 centimeter. Now this is our final answer. Now let's continue. Let's consider the next question. We have something like this. Here we have x degree. Here we have 70 degree, and here we have 60 degrees, and we are asked to find x. Now to find x, firstly we have to find this angle that is here to be able to find x. And to find this angle, know this is a straight line, and sum of angle on a straight line is 180 degree. So that means you can name this angle here a. So that means 70 degree plus a degree plus 60 degree is equals to 180 degree. So you have 70. Okay, let us do like this. 70 plus 60 is 130 degree plus a degrees is equals 180 degrees. So our a is equals to 180 degrees minus 130 degrees. So our a is equals to 180 degrees minus 130 degrees is 50 degrees. So that means our a is equals to 50 degrees. Now, since we found this angle a to be 50 degrees, it's going to be very simple to find x. Why? Look, these arrows that are here are showing that these are parallel lines, and this line that's cutting it is called the transversal. And when a transversal line cuts two parallel lines, these angles x and 50, this type of angles, they are called alternate angles, and alternate angles are equal. So automatically x will be equals to 50 degrees because they are equal. So our x is equals to 50 degrees. Now this is our answer. Now let's consider another question. I hope you are following. Now let's go. We have something like this. This side is 35 degrees. This side is 74 degrees, and this is y, and we are asked to find y. Now, to find our y, now we have to first find the total what do I call it now? The total degrees that this side cover. And to do that, we have to add 35 and 74. And 35 plus 74 will give us 109. So 109 degrees. So now we can just say that we can just clean this line and say that this place is angle 109 degrees. Now to find our y, we've made it simple. Why? Because y is vertically opposite to 109, and vertically opposite lines are equal. So automatically our y will also be 109 degrees. Y equals 109 degrees. Now let's continue. Let's consider this question now. The area of a parallelogram is 20 centimeter square. If the base is 5 centimeter, find its height. Now, we all know that formula for finding area of a parallelogram is base times height, and the area of the parallelogram is 20 centimeters square. Equals the base, we've been given the base to be 5 centimeter. Now we don't have the height, so you can just put times h. Now 20 centimeter square equals to 5 centimeter times 5 times h is 5h. So we divide both sides by the coefficient of h, which is 5. Now wait, something came to my mind just now. Have you heard about the plane that crashed few days ago that only one passenger survived? I've been thinking about it. Is this not the grace of God in action? Like, in fact, this is the grace of God. A plane crash that killed many people and only one passenger survived. This is the grace of God. God is wonderful. Let's continue. 5 in itself is 1. 5 in itself is 1. 5 here is 1. 5 in 20 is 4. So our h will be equals to 4 centimeter. Now we've gotten our height to be 4 centimeter. So this is our answer. Now let's continue. This 5h, this 5 centimeter times h is supposed to be 5 centimeter h. So here we should have 5 centimeter. Here we should have 5 centimeter. So centimeter will also cancel centimeter. Then centimeter here will cancel this centimeter square. So that is why we have 4 centimeter. Now let's continue. Let's consider this question. If the area of a triangle is 56 centimeter square and its height is 7 centimeter, find its base. Now, so solution. finding area of a triangle is half base times height, and our area is 56 centimeters square equals 1/2 times our base. We're not given the base, I'll just put it as b, and the height is 7 centimeter times 7 centimeter. So now we have 56 centimeter square is equals to 7 centimeter times b is 7 centimeter b over 2. So here we can put over 1. So we cross and multiply. 56 times 2 is what? Let's calculate it. 56 times 2. 2 times 6 is 12. 2 times 5 is 10 plus 1, 11. You have 112 centimeter square equals 7 centimeter b. So now we divide both sides by the coefficient of b, which is 7 centimeter. So 7 centimeter cancels 7 centimeter. Centimeter here cancels centimeter square. So 112 divided by 7. 7 itself is 1. 112 divided by 7. 7 is 11 is 1. Remainder 4. So we put it here. 7 in 42 is 6. So our b is equals to 16 centimeter. So this is our answer. Now let's continue. Let's consider another question. Find the volume of a cylinder whose height is 21 centimeter and base diameter is 12 centimeter. So we take pi to be 22 over 7. Now, solution. Formula for finding volume of a cylinder is pi r square h. And our pi is 22 over 7. We have 22 over 7 times our radius. Now, we're not given the radius, we are only given the diameter, and the diameter is 12 centimeter. So to find our radius, we have to divide the diameter by 2. And our diameter is 12 centimeter over 2. So 2 in itself is 1, 2 in itself is 6. So our radius is 6 centimeter. So we have 6. So since we have square there, it will be 6 times 6 times our height is 21 centimeter. So now 7 in itself is 1. 7 in 21 centimeter is 3 centimeter. So I have 3 times 6 is 18. 18 times 6, let's calculate it. 18 times 6. 6 times 8 is 48. 6 times 1 is 6 plus 4, 10. I have 108. 108 times 22. 108 times 22. 2 times 8 is 16. 2 times 0 is 0 plus 1 is 1. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 8 is 16. Put 1. 2 times 0 is 0 plus 1. 1. 2 times 1 is 2. So we have 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. 2 plus 1 is 3. 2. Then bring down our 2. So our volume is equals to 2,376 centimeter cube. So this is our answer. Now let's continue. Now let's look at another question. Calculate the radius of a circle whose circumference 88 centimeter. Take pi to be 22/7. And before we continue, I have a special number for you. And as you listen, remain blessed. You raise me up, now I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up, now I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. Now let's continue. Formula for calculating circumference is 2 pi r. The circumference is 88 centimeter equals 2 times our pi is 22/7 times r. So you have 88 centimeter equals to 2 times 22 is 44. 44 times r is 44r/7. So you can put over 1 here. So you cross and multiply. 88 times 7, let's calculate it. 88 times 7. 7 times 8 is 56. 7 times 8 is 56 plus 5. 6 plus 5. 7 plus 8 is 9. 61. You have 61. So you have 616 centimeter is equals to 44r. So we divide both sides by the coefficient of r, which is 44. So 44 cancels 44. 44 in itself is 1. 44 in 616 is 14. So our r is equals to 14 centimeters. So this is our answer. Let's continue. Now let's consider another question. The sum of two numbers is 15 and their differences is 7. Find the numbers. Solution. Now let the two numbers be x and y. Now since the sum of the two numbers is 15, so we have x plus y is equals to 15 and their differences is 7, so we have x minus y equals 7. So now this is simultaneous equation. Now I suggest we solve it using substitution method. Now using substitution method, from equation 1 we make x the subject of the formula, and when we do that our x is equals to 15. When plus y crosses to the other side, it becomes minus y. So we've made x the subject of the formula. Now we substitute it in equation 2. Since our x is equals to 15 minus y, so since x is there, we have 15 minus y, then minus y equals 7. I hope you are getting me. So we have 15 minus 1 minus y minus y is minus 2y equals 7. So minus 2y is equals to 7. When 15 crosses to that side, it becomes minus 15. So minus 2y is equals 7 minus 15 is minus 8. So we divide both sides by the coefficient of y, which is -2. So minus cancels minus, 2 cancels 2. Minus cancels minus, 2 in itself is 1, 2 in 8 is 4. So y is equals to 4. Now, to get x, substitute the value of y in any equation of your choice. Now, I'm going to substitute it in equation 1. So, we have x plus y equals 15. So, x plus our y is 4. Have 4 equals 15. So, x is equals to 15. When plus 4 crosses to the other side, it becomes minus 4. So, x is equals to 15 minus 4 is 11. So, gotten y to be 4 and x to be 11. Now, let's check if our answers are correct. Now, to check if our answers are correct, we have to substitute the value of both x and y in the two equations. So, our x is 11. So, we have 11 from equation 1 plus our y is 4. 4 equals 15. And 11 plus 4 is equals 15. So, we are right in that aspect. Now, let's look at equation 2. X minus y equals 7. X is 11 minus y is 4 equals 7. And 11 minus 4 will give us 7. So that means we are correct. Now let's move on. I am dedicating this song to all the fathers in the whole world. But no, responsible fathers. And I'm dedicating it to my own special daddy in the name of Dr. Nkamnebe. So daddy, this song is for you. Ọra bịara ije biko geenụ ntị kunu nụrụ akụkọ banyere ndị nna o ndị bụ nna o ndị bụ nna o ndị bụ nna o ndị bụ nna ma nwa ma nne ha jisi ya n'aka mkpa nwa mkpa nne jisi n'aka ya ahụrụwa nwa papa ewetego ahụ arụwa mama papa ewetego ahụ arụwa papa papa zọba onwe ya ndị nwa gụsịa ma mejekuru papa si ya wetego na ndị nwa gụsigo achọ nwata n'ụgwọ akwụkwọ nya jekuru papa ego ahịa mama gbarịsịa anya jekuru papa kọbara ya akụkọ o ji anata ihe kọbara ya akụkọ o ji anata n'ihe keke n'anya ka ndị bụ na siri bụrụ ihe niile n'isi ka a gasị na ha dị ya nwa anwụ ka a gasị na ha dị ya nwa anwụ kaito na-adị mkpa ka ọ bụ
ewu dị mkpa ka ọ bụ
kaito na-adị mkpa ka ọ bụ
ewu dị mkpa ka ọ bụ
ugochachọ dị echechu
ewu dị mkpa ka ọ bụ
kaito na-adị mkpa ka ọ bụ
ewu dị mkpa ka ọ bụ
ugochachọ dị echechu
ewu dị mkpa ka ọ bụ
kaito na-adị mkpa ka ọ bụ
ewu dị mkpa ka ọ bụ
kaito na-adị mkpa ka ọ bụ
ewu dị mkpa ka ọ bụ
ewo dị mkpa ka ọ bụ
ewu dị mkpa ka ọ bụ
ewo dị mkpa ka ọ bụ
ewu dị mkpa ka ọ bụ
kaito na-adị mkpa ka ọ bụ
ewu dị mkpa ka ọ bụ.
Now let's continue. We're asked to solve m plus 2n equals 5. This is equation 1. And 5m minus 2n equals 7. And this is equation 2. So we're asked to solve it. This is simultaneous equation. So and this one we're going to solve it using elimination method. So now here first thing we have to do is to multiply everything we have in equation 1 by the coefficients of m in equation 2 and everything we have in equation 2 by the coefficients of m in equation 1. And when we do that, we are going to have coefficients of m in equation 2 is 5. So we have 5 open bracket m plus 2n equals 5 close bracket. Then coefficient of m in equation 1 is 1, but it's not written. So we have 1 open bracket 5m minus 2n equals 7. So 5 times m is 5m plus 5 times 2n is 10n equals 5 times 5 is 25. So 1 times 5m is 5m minus 1 times 2n is 2n equals 1 times 7 is 7. So here we eliminate the ones that are same. So here we introduce minus sign to equation 2. So 5m minus 5m is 0. So plus 10 minus minus 2n plus 10 minus minus 2n. So we have plus 10 minus times minus is plus. We have 2n plus 10n, sorry. So plus 10n plus 2n is plus 12n equals 25 minus 7. 25 minus 7, let's do it. 25 minus 7. So 5 minus 7 is not possible. We take 1 from 2, remaining 1, put it here, making 15. 15 minus 7 is 8. Bring down 1. So we have 18. So we divide both sides by the coefficient of n, which is 12. 12 cancels 12. Now, 2 in 12 is 6. 2 in 18 is 9. 3 in 6 is 2. 3 in 9 is 3. So our n is equals to 3 over 2, or 1 whole number, 1 over 2. But to make things easy for us, we have to make use of 3 over 2. Now, since we've gotten our n, to get our m, we substitute the value of n in any equation. Now let's use equation 2. We have 5m minus 2 and our 2n, and our n is 3 over 2. 3 over 2 equals 7. So here, 2 here cancels 2 here. So we are left with 5m minus 3 equals to 7. So our 5m is equals to 7. When minus 3 crosses to the other side, it becomes plus 3. So our 5m is equals to 10. So we divide both sides by the coefficient of 5, which is of m, which is 5. So 5 cancels 5. 5 in itself is 1. 5 in 10 is 2. So our m is equals to 2. So if our n is equals to 1 whole number, 1 over 2, and m is equals to 2. So these are answers. Please help me share this video. Bye. Now let's move on. So 2x plus 3y equals 9, and x minus y equals 8. Now, first thing to do, since we are solving it using elimination method, first thing to do here is to multiply everything we have in the first equation by the coefficient of x in the second equation, and everything we have in the second equation by the coefficient of x in the first equation. So when we do that, the coefficient of x here is 1, but it's not written. So we have 1 times 2x plus 3y equals 9. Then coefficient of x in equation 1 is 2. We have 2 times x minus y equals 8. Please don't be confused by this one that I put here. So 1 times 2x is 2x. 1 times plus 3y is plus 3y equals 9. Then 2 times x is 2x minus 2 times minus y is minus 2y equals 2 times 8 is 16. So now we introduce minus sign to the second equation and subtract. 2x minus 2x is 0, plus 3y minus minus 2y plus 3y minus minus 2y plus 3y. Minus times minus is plus 2y. So plus 3y plus 2y is plus 5y equals 9 minus 16. 9 minus 16 is 9 minus 16. Let's calculate it. Is 7. So we have 7. So you divide both sides by the coefficient of y, which is 5. 5 cancels 5. 5 in itself is 1. 5 in 7 is one whole number 2 over 5. So our y, this 7 is not minus 9 minus 16 is just not just 7 but minus 7. So here we are going to have 5 cancels 5. 5 in itself is 1. 5 in minus 7 is minus 1 whole number 2 over 5. So y is minus 1 whole number 2 over 5. Or we can just leave it as 7 over 5. So now to get our x, substitute the value of y in any equation of your choice. Now let's use equation 1. 2x plus 3y equals to 9. So 2x plus 3 open bracket 1 whole number 2 over 5 equals to 9. Or let's just write 7 over 5 here. So 2x plus 2x plus 3 open bracket 7 over 5 equals to 9. So I made a mistake. I forgot that this was 7 minus 7 over 5, not just 7 over 5. So I'm supposed to put the minus here. So now remember that 5 in itself is 1. 5 in minus 7 is minus 1 on number 2 over 5, or minus 7 over 5. So that's how we got to this. So now let's continue. So we have 2x. So plus 3 times minus 7 is plus times minus is minus 3 times 7 is 21 over 5 equals to 9. So we cross and multiply. We can put over 1 here. So 2x minus 21 times 1 is 2x minus 21 equals 9 times 5 is 45. So 2x is equals to 45. When minus 21 crosses to the other side, it becomes plus 21. So 2x is equals to 45 plus 21 is 66. So we divide both sides by the coefficient of x, which is 2. 2 cancels 2. 2 in itself is 1. 2 in 66 is 33. So we've gotten our x to be 33. Now let's check if our answers are correct. So we substitute the value of x and y in equation 1. So 2x, and our x is 33. So put it in brackets, plus 3y, and our y is minus 7 over 5. Minus 7 over 5 equals 9. So 2 times 33 is 66. Plus 3 times minus 7 is minus 21. Remember to put over 5 equals 9. So 66 minus 21 is 45 over 5 equals 9. So 5 in itself is 1. 5 in 45 is 9. So you can see we've gotten our 9. So our answer is correct. Now we have substituted the values of x and y in equation 1. Now let's substitute the values in equation 2 to make sure our answers are very, very correct. So our x is 33. So we have 33 minus our y is minus 7 over 5. So you can put it in brackets, minus 7 over 5 equals to 8. Equals to 8. So 33 minus times minus is plus 7 over 5 equals 8. So 33 plus 7 is 40. And 40 over 5 equals to 8. So 5 in itself is 1. 5 in 40 is 8. 8 is equal. Now you can see we've gotten our 8. So our answers are very correct. So now let's continue. We are asked to solve x plus y equals 3, 3x minus y equals 1. So now we are going to solve it using elimination method. So here we multiply everything in equation 1 by 3 by the coefficient of x in equation 2, and multiply everything in equation 2 by the coefficient of x in equation 1, which is 1. So we have 3 times x, don't mind this one, 3 times x plus y equals 3, then 1 times 3x minus y equals 1. So 3 times x is 3x plus 3 times y is 3y equals 3 times 3 is 9. 1 times 3x is 3x. 1 times minus y is minus y equals 1 times 1 is 1. So we introduce minus sign to the second equation. So 3x minus 3x is 0, plus 3y minus minus y plus 3y minus minus y plus 3y plus y. That is minus times minus, which will give us plus. So plus 3y plus y is plus 4y equals 9 minus 1 is 8. So we divide both sides by the coefficient of y, which is 4. 4 cancels 4. 4 in itself is 1. 4 in 8 is 2. So our y is equals to 2. So now, to get our x, we substitute the value of y in any equation. Now let's use equation 2. We have 3x minus y, and our y is 2 equals to 1. So 3x is equals to 1. 1 minus 2 crosses becomes plus 2. So 3x is equals to 1 plus 2 is 3. So we divide both sides by the coefficient of x, which is 3. 3 cancels 3. 3 itself is 3 cancels 3. 3 itself is 1. So x is equals to 1. So now, for us to be sure our answers are correct, we substitute our x from equation 1. Our x is 1 plus our y is 2 equals 3. And 1 plus 2 is 3. So from equation 2, 3x, and our x is 1, we put it in bracket, minus y is 2 equals to 1. So we have 3 minus 2 equals to 1. So our answers are correct. Let's continue. We have to solve x plus y equals to 3. Then 5x minus 5y equals to 1. Now we have been solving this using elimination method, but this time around we are going to use substitution method. So from equation 1, make x the subject of the formula. So when we do that, x will be equals to 3. 1 plus y crosses to the other side, it becomes minus y. So now we substitute the value of x in equation 2. So we have 5x, and our x is 3 minus y. So we have 3 minus y minus 5y equals 1. So 5 times 3 is 15. 5 times minus y is minus 5y minus 5y equals 1. So 15 minus 5y minus 5y is minus 10y equals 1. So minus 10y is equals to 1. When 15 crosses the other side, it becomes minus 15. So minus 10y is equals to 1 minus 15 is minus 14. So we divide both sides by the coefficient of y, which is minus 10. So minus cancels minus, 10 cancels 10. Minus cancels minus, 10 in itself is 1. 10 in 14 is one whole number. 10 in 14 is 1, remainder 4. So 4 over 10. But we can still break it down. 2 in 4 is 2. 2 in 10 is 5. So we have one whole number 2 over 5. Or 5 times 1 is 5 plus 2, 7, or 7 over 5. So now, since we found our y to be 7 over 5, we substitute the value of y in any equation to get x. So let's use equation 2. 5x minus 5y, and our y is 7 over 5. So we have 7 over 5 equals 1. So we have 5x minus 5 cancels 5. So we are left with minus 7 equals 1. So 5x is equals to 1. When minus 7 goes to the other side, it becomes plus 7. So 5x is equals to 8. So 5x is equals to 8. So we divide both sides by the coefficient of x, which is 5. 5 cancels 5. 5 in itself is 1. 5 in 8 is 1. No, is 1. I mean that 3. So we have 3 over 5. So x is equals to 1 over 3 over 5. Or 5 times 1 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8 over 5. So now let's check if our answers are correct. So to do that, we substitute the values of both x and y in the two equations to be sure our answers are correct. So from equation 1, x is equals to 8. Okay, x plus y equals 3, and our x is equals to 8 over 5. So 8 over 5 plus y, our y is 7 over 5. 7 over 5 equals to 3. So we find the LCM of 5 and 5, and the LCM of 5 and 5 is 5. So 5 and 5 is 1. 5 times 5 and 5 is 1. 1 times 8 is 8. Plus 5 and 5 is 1. 1 times 7 is 7. X plus 7 is 15 over 5. And don't forget we have equals to 3 here. 5 in itself is 1. 5 and 15 is 3. Can see we've gotten our 3. That's equation 1. So now let's check it in equation 2. We have 5x, and our x is 8 over 5. We have 8 over 5 minus 5y, and our y is 7 over 5. 7 over 5 is equals to 1. Here 5 cancel 5. 5 cancels 5. So we are left with 8 minus 7 equals to 1. And that 8 minus 7 will give us 1. So our answers are correct. Let's continue. So let's consider this question. That's to calculate the total surface area of a closed cylinder with a radius of 7 centimeter and a height of 20 centimeter. Take pi to be 22 over 7. Solution. Formula for calculating total surface area is 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. So we have 2 times our pi is 22 over 7 times our radius is 7 centimeter. We have 7 times 7, 6 is square, plus 2 times pi is 22 over 7 times radius is 7 centimeter times height is 20 centimeter. So 7 cancels 7 here. 7 cancels 7 here. So 2 times 22 is 44. 44 times 7 is 308 plus 2 times 22 is 44. 44 times 20 is 880. So So total surface area is equals to 308 plus 880. And when we calculate that, we are going to get 1,188 centimeter cube. So this is our answer. Let's continue. A cone has a base radius of 5 centimeter and a height of 12 centimeter. Calculate A. Slant height. B. Okay, let's do it like this. A. It slants height. Then B. Its total surface area. So now, to find its slant height, okay, let's just say that this is the cone, and here this is the height. Yes, this is the height, and it is 12 centimeter, and this is the base radius, which is 5 centimeter. So now when we bring out this drawing, this is what we have. When we bring out the drawing, this is what we are going to have. Now, to find our slant height, this is our slant height. I'll represent it using L. So we have to apply Pythagoras theorem rule to find it, and which says that L square is equals to 12 square plus 5 square. So L square is equals to 144 plus 5 square is 25. So L square is equals to 144 plus 25 is 169. So our L will now be square root of 169. So L is equals to square root of 169 is 13. So we've gotten our L to be 13. So now to calculate the total surface area of a cone, that is the B aspect. Total surface area is equals to pi r L plus pi r square. So total surface area is equals to our pi is 22 over 7 times our radius is 5 times our L is 13 plus our pi is 22 over 7 times our r is 5 times 5. So 22 times 5 times 13. Let's calculate it. 22 times 5. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 2 is 10 plus 1, 11. So 110 times 13. 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 1 is 3. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 1 1. 1 times 1 1. So this is 0 3 4 1. That is 1430. So we have 1430 over 7 plus 22 times 5 is 110. 100 times 5 is 155 over 7. So 7 in itself is 1. 7 is, sorry, there's a mistake here. 22 times 5 is 110. 110 times 5 supposed to be 550. So now let's continue our division. 7 in itself is 1. 7 in 1430. Okay, let's take it bit by bit. 7 in 14 is 2. 7 in 3 is not possible, you put points. So 7 in 30 is 4. Remainder 2. 7 in 2 is not possible, you add 0. 7 in 20 is 2. Remainder. Sorry, there was a mistake here. 7 in 14 is 2. Then 7 is 3 is not possible, so you put 0. Then you take both of them at the same time. 7 in 30 is 4. Remainder 2. So you put the 2 here. 7 in 2 is not possible, you put point and add 0 here. 7 in 20 is 2. Remainder 6. 2 remainder 6. Then 7 in 6 is not possible, you add 0. 7 in 6. 7 in 60. 7 in 60 is 9. So now let's stop here. We have 204.29 plus 550 divided by 7. 7 in itself is 1. 7 in 55. 7 in 55 is 7. Remainder 6. So 7 in 55 is 7. Remainder 6. So you put the 6 here. 7 in 60. 7 in 60 is 8. So you put 8. 8 remainder 4. So you put the 4 here. 7 in 4 is not possible. You put points and add 0. 7 in 14 is 5. Remainder 5. So 7 in 5 is not possible. You add 0. So 7 in 50 is 7. So let us stop here, because if we keep dividing, the process will be difficult. So now, sorry, this is 8, not 9. So we now have 204.28 plus 78.57. And when we add that, let us add that 204.28 plus 78.57. 8 plus 7 is 15. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 5 is 8. Point 4 plus 8 is 12. 1 plus 7 is 8. Bring down 2. So the total surface area of the cone is equals to 282.85 centimeter square. So this is our answer.